Happiest holidays! Welcome new friends and welcome back old friends. My name is Cassie and this is a special Carnivore Quest video. It's special because I prepared a relaxed carnivore, absolutely knock your socks off delicious menu for the holidays. And I include some budget-friendly options. There is a common theme here, and it's not hardcore carnivore. If you are offended by garlic, then this video just might repulse you. But if you're like me and you love garlic, all the garlic, get comfy and get ready to take some notes, because these recipes I'm about to show you are tried and true. Roll your eyes in the back of your head good. Enjoy! Instead of having another carb-heavy dessert, I decided to make an after-dinner dessert coffee. I'll show you a few different methods to make this delicious treat, but we'll do it like in Italy. Dessert first. If I want just one quick cup, I use the espresso maker. I've not always had one, and I still manage to make a great cup of java. I use whole beans and grind them fresh, and about 2 tablespoons per cup of half and half. With my espresso maker steamer, I add half and half, butter, and a few drops of peppermint. Add your freshly brewed coffee, and we just made a peppermint melter. All the holiday flavors without the guilt. You don't need an espresso maker to make this. Using freshly brewed coffee, warm some half and half, butter, and your peppermint. And use your frother. If you don't have a frother, you can do it this way as well. Who doesn't have egg beaters? Minty. Mock prime rib chuck roast. This take on the original recipe is an amazing way to bring a different dimension and pep up the already delicious roast. This roast tastes like you were eating prime rib without paying the hefty price. I even show you how to make a clean, easy, creamy horseradish sauce. We'll start by taking some leaves of the rosemary and chopping them. Not too big and not too small. Next we'll chop our garlic. Smashing the cloves beforehand makes it easy for peeling and chopping. The back of a pan or pot is an effective smashing method too. Now let's salt the roast, both sides. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees. With a cast iron pan on the burner, slowly bring up the temp. With a hot pan, sear all sides of the roast. This roast is just over 3 pounds. Thickness, fat content, and overall weight affect the cook time. Adjust accordingly to avoid over and undercooked meat. And don't be afraid to check the tenderness during cooking, several times if need be. Turn off the heat and let the pan cool for a few minutes before adding the water. Slowly add the water, about 3 cups. Now, make it rain. Put it in the oven for approximately 2.5 to 3 hours. I always check after about an hour and a half. Sometimes it may need a little more water, or it could be cooking faster. Just look at that. Absolute perfection. Mangia! You know you want some of that jus. And now for the most difficult recipe. Just kidding. I'm gonna make some creamy horseradish sauce. Take about 3/4 cup of sour cream, roughly 1 tablespoon of prepared horseradish, more or less to taste, a pinch of salt, and some cracked black pepper. Give it a nice stir and let it sit for about an hour. Done. Garlic, parsley, and parmesan cloud biscuits. We avoided a near catastrophic event early on at the first go, but my fast reflexes saved the day. We'll separate our 4 eggs. In our smaller bowl where we put our yolks is 2 ounces cream cheese, 1/2 teaspoon of dried parsley, and a tablespoon of granulated garlic. Beat the egg whites on high for about a minute, then add your half teaspoon of cream of tartar and beat for another minute or so until you see those stiff peaks. Beat the egg yolks, granulated garlic, parsley, and cream cheese for about a minute or until it's well blended and creamy. No lumps. Gently fold half the yolk mixture into the whites. Add the second half and fold until everything is well incorporated. Now line a baking sheet with parchment paper. Grease well with butter, then add equal amounts of the batter, swirl around, and since the oven was already set at 350 degrees from our chuck roast, they baked at 13 minutes. On medium heat, melt some butter. Then add, you guessed it, garlic. You're just looking to saute for about 90 seconds. After the biscuits are out of the oven, top with the garlic and butter. Add some shaved Parmesan cheese, put back into the oven for about a minute, and then there you have it. Garlicky goodness. Garlic and rosemary prime rib. First, bring the roast to room temperature. This method does not work if you skip this step. This roast is 2 1/4 pounds. It's been out for about 2 hours. If you have a larger roast, say 4 to 5 pounds, it will take closer to 4 hours. Don't worry, it's perfectly safe. Preheat your oven to 500 degrees. Now, slather some room temperature butter with fresh chopped garlic and rosemary. Yes, more garlic and rosemary. It's the dynamic duo of beef. To calculate the cook time, multiply the weight of the roast by 5. My roast was 2.18 pounds. Multiplied by 5 gives me 10.9. I rounded up to 11 minutes. Then I turn the oven off and I let it go. The original recipe calls for a 4-pound roast, but I had to make adjustments. I pulled this out after an hour 30, and that would have given me more accurate temp, and it also takes out the guesswork. Working in a butcher shop has its perks, especially when you have kin that work in the butcher shop as well. Our personal butcher, Little Larry, trimmed, tied, and made this roast absolutely beautiful. But the true test, you really don't know what it looks like until you cut into it. There it is, perfectly pink, so delicious. Now you can do it too. Prosciutto wrapped diver scallops. These are fast, simple, and delicious. First, we'll melt some butter on a low heat. Add about a tablespoon or so of chopped garlic, and you let that heat for about 2 minutes. We're not looking to cook the garlic, but rather infuse the flavor in the butter. Set it aside and let it cool. Add about 1 teaspoon of chopped fresh basil. Pour it over the scallops. Let it marinate for about 10 minutes. Heat a cast iron skillet. You're looking for a medium-high heat, and I'm only adding 3 at a time, not to overcrowd the surface. We'll sear them for about 90 seconds aside. Then we'll wrap with prosciutto, put the seam side down, and bake 350 degrees, 7 to 8 minutes. It's best to make these last, as you'll want to eat them freshly cooked. Bon appetit! My Larrys and I savored every sip and every bite, and I know you will too. And I definitely look forward to round 2. Let me know in the comments what your holiday meal plans are, and what are some of your favorite carnivore foods for the holidays. From the bottom of my heart, I wish you a most joyous, wonderful holiday season filled with light, family, and love. And until the next time, my friends, no sugar, no carbs, no cheating. Love y'all. Happy holidays. Not a fan of prime rib, but still love the garlic? Check out this video where turkey and garlic become friends.